Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020. I just wanted to check in with everybody. Got some more information to get into, further documentation and evidence that this economic situation is not going to get better anytime soon unless we see some miracle, something that comes out of nowhere that no one expected. Things continue to get worse. Now let's get into some numbers here. Here's what we've got on tap for today. U.S. plunge into poverty. We've got more people now that have fallen into poverty just since the last time we've discussed that particular topic. More people are turning to trading and investing just to get by because people realize that just their day jobs or their unemployment check or their stimulus check every 9 or 10 months is not enough to keep up with the cost of living, essentially. More wealthy are getting worried now, and even the wealthy people that own businesses and things like that are looking at their customer base, and they're seeing the customer base dry up because there's so many people in financial destitute. All right, so let's get into the numbers here and the latest news. This is out of thehill.com. Just since the summer of this year in the United States, we now have 8 million people that have dropped into poverty. And this is with all the rescue programs and assistance, enhanced unemployment benefits, the cancellation of loan payments, eviction moratoriums, stopping the foreclosures, helping people with their utility bills. Even with all of this assistance, we have another million people. Just since we last reported on this, maybe last month, an additional million people have fallen into poverty. Our last report, it was about 7 million that have fallen into poverty just over the summer, and now it's 8 million people when you look at the latest numbers here. And I'll read an excerpt out of this Hill article right here. The national poverty rate rose by 2.4 percentage points from 9.3% in June to 11.7% in November, putting 7.8 million people below the poverty line. And that is according to a recent study. And this is with all the assistance and all the aid that's being pumped out there. All right, so if anyone thinks that they are going to be saved or that this economy is going to be saved from the lawmakers and individuals behind this system, you may want to rethink your strategy and start preparing. And that brings us to our next topic. There's more and more people now that are getting into investing, trying to somehow increase their income. All right, but what happens if someone jumps in as a trader to try to supplement their income and they don't win or they make bad trades? And I think most of you know that a lot of the markets are rigged against traders. If you're out there day trading and placing big bets, there's always going to be somebody there watching exactly what you're doing. And a lot of these hedge funds and market makers, they have unlimited funds at their disposal. So if you go long on a trade, they can knock that price down very quickly and go against you. And just the opposite, if you go in on a short trade, maybe a day trade or a short swing trade for like 2 or 3 days, you can get an entity or a market maker that's going to go and basically take your money because they can manipulate the price either way and get you basically scared out of that trade. And a lot of times you're going to end up selling at a loss. And for those that don't know, the brokers and the online stock trading platforms like Robinhood, they share your information. So the big guys, the market makers, they can see exactly what you're trading, what your position is, what your portfolio is, your balance, and basically all your information is being shared. There's no privacy when it comes to trading, and there's no privacy for many people, for most people in general, in a lot of ways. And here's a recent article right here about one trader. He thought day trading would be a thrill. He ended up losing $127,000. And in this article, he outlines how it basically destroyed his account. He had a trading account with $150,000. He's also a real estate investor. He got it knocked down to $50,000 and then to $40,000 and basically lost everything before it was done. And this story goes on to detail Robinhood, the trading app, has saw the customer base and traders increase by 30% through October of this year. Now, there is some easy money to be made up until now. If you would have went long in the stock market, there was pretty much no lose except for the pullback that we saw last March, but that was a big buy the dip buying opportunity. But front running the Fed has never been easier. In my opinion, though, we're at the end of the line, or very close to being at the end of the line. And I've said here in previous videos, I think we're going to see some big things change, huge changes before the end of January. And I would be very cautious if you're in the markets. Right, we're seeing talks of more threats to the grid, more hacks possibly, and more outages. And that could be just the tip of the iceberg. I think we could see more civil unrest as things continue to unfold. The poverty, the cancel rent protests with millions of people that can't pay their rents. And now we have this latest stimulus bill with all kinds of pork in it, and crazy spending and foreign aid and all these programs that people can't even figure out where the money's going, billions of dollars being sent to all these places besides the people who actually need it the most, the American people, the working class, the middle class. And I think we're going to see tempers and anger continue to boil over. And I think there's going to be lots of possibilities coming up here for some big things, big events in the next few weeks. But yeah, more and more people jumping into the markets, trying to make a quick buck. And you probably saw, and you've probably seen several advertisements for day trading gurus. Well, what those day trading gurus are going to do is they're going to get you into their little platform, their little chats, and they're going to know exactly which stocks you're going to buy. They're going to say, hey, go buy this stock. I'm buying this stock. And then after they get thousands of people buying into that stock to maybe push up the price, a lot of times it's penny stocks, so you only need a few hundred people to really make the price move. And then they're going to bet against you. They're going to short that stock, and they're going to watch the price fall and everybody pulls out of the trade. It's a scam. Now, some people you can make money on it if you're trading with the guru or trading with the same strategy as the guru. But in my opinion, it's the guru, the one that says he's going to make you a lot of money, that's profiting off of your newness or off of your inexperience. Well, let's talk about what the wealthy are doing. Well, the wealthy are also seeing the writing on the wall, and they're hoarding more cash during the current economic turmoil. Recent Bloomberg article, wealthy Americans boost savings in face of pandemic worries. Right, so the wealthy, they're hoarding more cash, they're doing less spending. But the people with the most money, they are hoarding their cash more. And it seems like the people that are living paycheck to paycheck, a lot of them talk about going out and spending their $600 check on video games and electronics. You know, it's just what I see. All right, but this is a report from Bank of America, and there was a survey, and respondents said 38% were more worried about their financial future. And we also see more of these wealthy people that are holding on to cash, more people investing. And it's noted here that Merrill Lynch saw a big uptick in the number of their wealthy customers investing. Actually, 140% jump in volume versus previous year on their trading platform. Right, let's talk about the stimulus checks now. Some people could see checks as soon as December 28th. We know it's going to be $600 for adults or individuals making $75,000 or less per year, and $600 per dependent. And that's actually more because back in the previous, the first round of checks, I should say, it was $500 per child or dependent. Now it's $600. So that part of it, people with children are going to see a bit more of a payout this time. Now here's a CNBC article that came out today. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin said the stimulus checks will go out very fast, and that's a quote, with the first payments set to arrive early next week. Early next week. So today is the 22nd. That could be as soon as the 28th. So before the end of the year, possibly. The first in line, here's who's going to get it first. Those with direct deposit information already on file with the IRS will be first in line for the money. So if you filed your taxes and got your tax returns electronically, or paid into the taxes electronically, then you're going to be the first in line. That was me, by the way. My stimulus check actually back earlier this year, that went all towards paying taxes on capital gains for investments. It's a pretty sad day to get a check and just have to turn around and send it right back, but that's the world we live in. Thanks everybody for watching. Let me know what you think down in comments. 8 million people just this year, just since this summer now, in poverty. Is there going to be some miracle that happens to reverse this, or should we all brace for the continuation of Great Depression 2.0? I think you know my opinion. I'd like to hear from you. Thanks everybody for watching and your continued support for this channel. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope to see you here again soon. We should have a new report coming out tomorrow, Wednesday. Thanks, everybody. Bye now.